As a longtime PC gamer, it makes me happy to see Epic Games completely falling on their face every single year, every single time they try to do literally anything. This is a company that was really important to my formative years as a gamer, thanks to their work on Gears of War and on Unreal Tournament. Those are two games, two IPs that really got me into real gaming when I was younger. Granted, my exposure to Unreal Tournament was through Unreal Flash, if anyone remembers Unreal Flash, but I still give Epic some credit for that. And I admit that I really enjoyed the first year-ish of Fortnite. It was really fun. It was a really stripped back, really unique kind of gameplay experience at the time. And I was one of many PC gamers who was excited to see the Epic Game Store be a proper competitor to Steam and kind of get some real competition within the higher ends of the PC gaming marketplace. And that's not meant to be a dig at Steam, but rather just an open encouragement for a real competition. I love the open market. I love competition in all things, and when the Epic Game Store was first announced, a lot of us were thinking that it would really be a nice little Coke-Pepsi rivalry between the two big storefronts of PC gaming, which would in turn benefit the consumer, as these things always do. But over the last few years, it's become painfully clear that Epic Games absolutely does not belong in the PC game distribution space. They do not want to be here, they simply want to own it here. Between all the paid exclusivity on the Epic Game Store, despite the Epic Game Store not taking any consumer feedback into account, the store is overpriced, the store is buggy, the store is lacking basic features still, it has a really shady user review system that is absolutely not representative of the user's opinions at all, and then combo that with Epic Games constantly filing lawsuits for basically no reason and being complete hypocrites in those lawsuits. You have the higher-ups at Epic Games constantly throwing temper tantrums and basically just crying about the fact that people don't like them more, even as they actively refuse to do the things that would make people like them more. I hate that this company went from one of the most innovative and important developers in the gaming industry to one of the most toxic and damaging companies in the gaming industry. Oh, and hey, you know one of the most acclaimed games of last year, Alan Wake 2? Yeah, that game just now started turning a profit. You know who published it? Epic Games. You know who refused to put the game on Steam? Epic Games. You know who refused a physical release? Epic Games. You know who was taking a giant cut of the revenue? Epic Games. This company is a fucking leech. Nothing more. And it also doesn't help that the Unreal Engine is just such overrated garbage now. Like, they're not even contributing anything worthwhile to the tech side of gaming anymore. This company is literally just a leech that is funding all of its leechiness with Fortnite. And that brings us to today's topic. So Epic did their yearly year-in review for the Epic Games Store, where they try and boast about all the numbers they have. And my God, if you have any competency at all with reading stuff like this year in review is fucking embarrassing. Like, it really is just like a perfect example as to why Epic Games is so out of touch. I have no idea why you would publish numbers like this. So as a little recap, last year I made a whole video making fun of Epic Games in the Epic Games Store because in their year-end review, if you actually looked at the numbers, they were just flat out admitting that only about a third of the revenue from the Epic Games Store was coming from third-party games. The rest of it was coming from Fortnite, which means last year, this thing was a glorified Fortnite launcher. But this year, it's somehow worse. And we're gonna laugh even harder this time because I am astonished that this store even exists still. I am astonished that Epic is still doing paid exclusivity, and all of the people who are yelling at me over the years for being a Steam fanboy, just being an Epic hater, I want you all to line up against the wall, and I'm going to throw ice cubes at your back. Like this, what? You cannot defend this, okay? So Epic tweeted this out on Valentine's Day, February 14th. By the way, I'm taking this screenshot on February 17th, so 3 days later, they got a whopping 52,000 views and less than 500 likes. So, really maintaining your relevancy here, Epic. Doing a fantastic job staying in the spotlight. But let's just go through the review. We'll go through it piece by piece. And I recognize the irony here because I've made fun of console fanboys for going through like year-in reviews, financial reviews for like Nintendo and Sony. But that's because the Nintendo and Sony year-in reviews are basically just like, we sold lots of games. We made lots of money. Hoorah. and then the fanboys go like, hoorah. But this is different. I'm a PC gamer. I have multiple storefronts to choose from. There are multiple big corporations trying to have me go to them as my home base for where I buy my games, and Epic Games has been so insultingly out of touch for the last 5 years about it. So I will happily make fun of them and laugh at them because these numbers are horrendously bad. I am shocked they even published these. So let's go through this. Epic Games Store 2024 year in review. Total PC users, 295 million plus. I like that. You could have just given us the real number, but you're just like, no, it's somewhere higher. It's a higher number than 295 million. Okay, what's the number, fuckface? Why are you being coy about the number? That's the whole point of this report, is to give us the numbers. Nearly 898 Epic cross-platform accounts. That really means nothing because Epic has been shoving their accounts into a lot of things. There was a big controversy last year about how the Steam version of Dead Rising 2 still forced you to make an Epic account because Epic is that insecure about their monthly active users. How Epic has been shoving their accounts and online services into games that they had no hand in making, basically just so they could juice this number right here. Nearly 898 million Epic cross-platform accounts, which basically just means Epic shoved an account requirement into a game they had nothing to do with on a platform that wasn't theirs. So they contributed nothing and still got to pad their numbers out of it. I say it again, this company is a fucking leech on gaming. 74 million monthly active users in December 2024, minus 1% from last year. Fair enough. 67 million average monthly active users, 32 million average daily active users. Both of those are plus 6%. Oh, how wonderful that is. Except when you think about it, it's really not wonderful. Because Fortnite had a big resurgence last year thanks to Fortnite OG, and Epic started shoving their account requirements into more games that they had nothing to do with. And despite that, you're telling me you only got a 6% plus in average monthly active users and average daily active users? 6%. That's it. After you put millions of dollars into reviving Fortnite, after you put millions of dollars into third-party exclusivity, and after you put a question mark number of dollars into shoving account requirements into some Steam games. Plus 6% is all you could do with after all that. Don't worry, these numbers still get worse. This next bit, this part's my favorite. So 7.72 billion total store gameplay hours plus 10%, okay. 2.68 billion third-party gameplay hours plus 11%. Again, that's perfectly all right, but also one of the main reasons people use the Epic Games Store at all is for free games, so an increase in third-party gameplay hours really doesn't mean anything more than just you had better free games this year than last year. But this is the part I love. This is the part I love. $1.09 billion spent by PC players on the Epic Games Store, up 15%. $255 million spent by players on third-party PC games in the Epic Games Store, down 18%. Now let's break that down. So there was a 15% increase of overall spending on the Epic Games Store, which this would be why, but an 18% decrease in third-party PC games, meaning the store part of Epic Games Store, like the actual store part of that, is down 18%, despite overall spending being up 15%. And then, my favorite part of this, a little over $1 billion total spent, but $255 million on third-party games, meaning only 25% of the revenue generated by this storefront is actually generated by the storefront. The rest of it is fucking Fortnite. Epic. Tim. Get out of the PC gaming space. Pack it up. You are done. And then down here, I love that they even put this here. 89 free games, 595 million free games claimed for a total redeemed value of over $2,200. That's where your non-Fortnite user base is coming from. That's it. That's all this thing is. 595 million free game downloads for $2,200. Do you have any idea how much money that has to cost Epic? Do you have any idea how much money they are losing on this? So just to recap all those numbers, okay? Average users, both monthly and daily, are up 6%. And total gameplay hours are up 10% overall and 11% for third party. And yet, actual spending on third party games, actual monetary interaction with the store is down 18%. This simply is not sustainable. You cannot lose almost a fifth of your third-party storefront monetary interaction while only gaining 6 to 10% gameplay interaction while also promoting the fact that you're just giving games away. You're just giving shit away. And that's not me saying they shouldn't give shit away. That's not me saying that it's a bad thing they're giving shit away. But from a storefront perspective, from a business perspective, this is so utterly unsustainable. It is fascinating to me. The reason I talk about Epic Games so frequently, and the reason I talk about this storefront so much, the reason I'm even reading the financial reports and the year-end reports like this, is because it is genuinely fascinating to me that no one at Epic Games is even talking about course correction here. No one's even suggesting that they should change course here. And again, let me show you the announcement here. After 3 days, the announcement of the year-end review, the big, what's supposed to be your biggest post of the year, where you show off all your great numbers, show off how strong of a service you are. After 3 days, you couldn't even get 500 likes on the thing. How is this a real service? How is this actually a AAA company? You literally have nothing of value to offer anyone. I am flabbergasted that this is the way things are. And I'm just so amusingly pained at the fact that this is what Epic Games turned into. I only got into video games because of games like Gears of War and because of properties like Unreal. That's what got me from casual games into actual games. And this is what the company behind those games and behind those franchises, this is what that company is like now. I'm astonished every time. Every time news comes out about this company, I'm astonished that this is where we're at. And it's all because of you. Fortnite, it's all because of you. There was a new Unreal Tournament game in development, and then Fortnite got rid of it. There was a really cool MOBA shooter thing that they were working on. Not anymore. Epic Games is so utterly incompetent at business, it is incredible. Once the Fortnite money dries up, it is over. They are incapable of actually doing something. I think that's why these numbers get to me so much. It's because you can say that if Fortnite weren't to exist, or Epic Games could still do something. Or they could come up with a new idea. They could do something new. But then numbers like this come out and news like this comes out, and it becomes so painfully clear. This company is so creatively, artistically, and economically bankrupt. They have nothing to offer anyone. Even Fortnite at this point, it's just user-created content, third-party brand collaborations, and nostalgia baiting stuff that you made 3, 4, 5 years ago. I don't find it to be any mystery as to why whenever Fortnite does something new, they lose people. And when they bring back old stuff, they gain people. You have no good ideas anymore. No one cares about anything creative you have to contribute, because we know you don't have anything to contribute. And you are so painfully out of touch that you will happily publish numbers like this as if it's some kind of W. You will happily promote the fact that you are completely and utterly incompetent as a storefront. Meanwhile, Steam is breaking new user numbers like it's nothing. Steam doesn't even pay attention to you anymore. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. And I am counting down the days to when this fucking storefront has to shut down, because this is not sustainable. It just is not. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, Doofus Club time. Gavip Fire Hazard 105, Ultima Jack, Epion 504, EK, Anurag Gupta, Binary Deviant, Zombie Fan, If You Read As You Gay, Klepto Penguin, Raptor 1, Stoico, Partial Main 8, Wild Gamer 2001, GWXSS, Frito Sandwich, Doom Kaiju, Rasp the Wolf, Evan Co, Sad Your Fader, OK Toodles, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zim, Ah, fuck. Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, Carlos, Josue Hernandez, Hermilo, Really Zero Gaming with Dead People, Ender Fondue, All Games Video, Madrox 2682, Neon Alec, Max Go V2 Gaming, Biscuit 1101, Firestorm 2056, Youngster, Horizon Forbidden West Remastered, Pope Raphael the Rat King, Jessica Shepard, Joe, I'm sorry, I bought a MacBook and an iPhone. Blast 1314, Ricky Spiral, Ricky Tabby, and Omega Muskie, Techman X, Joe, please throw me into the San Francisco Bay. Okay, Karimi the Steel Angel, keep on doofing, Smash Jump, Sergeant Jason Bond, Baron Von Vaderholm, the Silver Dragon, changed my name to help Joe pad his runtime, Cyrus, I forgot to cancel, now I can't afford a motorcycle, True Jackson 940, Sensen Nakage, Joe, what was my last name? You remembered, right? Hinoga's #1 Saudi fan, Creed Warrior, Max the Chiv, the chat Morse code, Totally Insane, Vendetta Autry, Black Cobra, Non Vorlamac, Vox Alto, Knight of Cypher, Clodonx, Ninox, Reborn Mew with the fan art, Nick, ML04, I own 6 copies of 2006 on Blu-ray, What the fan art, Joe, your first suit will arrive in 10 business days, Wolf of Midnight, Stick Rider, The Connoisseur, Pig Venus, Cat Dog 1992, Steve Wayne Studios, Philip Crack, The Beast Sims, Owen Gaming, Tariq Brown, Tom from SoCan, Hero Culture, Days Gone Remaster, I Told You Also, Suck It, Joe from Seattle is a really big P, and Thornscade, Magnetic, X Mach Gamma, Severin Evans, Mr. Spine 03, it's Catalina freaking Winemaster, Pow Pow, White Trouble, Donnie Weston, Nick Donegan, Gob Gobson, Rogue Winner, 919, Bobby Hinner, Doug, Nick Z, Grimsy, Gesh Gerb, Hangman for Hire, Dodd, Dead, Dodal, Edge Knight 1789, Cross Crystal, Jimmy Chops, by Genesis, I Cam, so Ian in Action, Poppy Pinkus 97, Michael Musio, Omega Key, Kishka, The Scruffy Skull, Ghost Toad, Ryusagi, Jojo 6, Vasco, Femtake, Raptor Tim, I'm Steph 94, Mr. Self-Destruct, Blue Hook, Joey Masters videos faster than Sony does games, 15,000 wasps in the trash coat waiting outside, Channel Accent, Disney ruins everything they touch, Jody Breeze, The Almond God, JTX Doom gameplay, Demetrius Papajour, I don't know, make advertisement, Diego Garcia, Hates Maddie, Keep Against, Boofner, I American 8, Rebel Blood 80, Antoine Horton, Joe Plug the Discord right now, discord.gg/doofus, Console Sims Tears, Hentai, RDR2 is go to change my mind, oh no, it's Justin, Red Roy, Tony Wayne, T, Earl Grey, Hot, Extreme the Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, Twin Tane, Joe Taku, I'm the Decoy from JTech TV's Doom video, Help, Geekstar got a 5090, he's gonna slap Griffin with it, Jidge, Wannabe Hobo, Westa, R Remastered, Bill 310 Char, Rob C, Veg, the Groovy Banana, Curtin Allen's back, the Scrum Master, everybody above me is a doofus. I hate Epic Games so much. Okay, toodles.